It's a road trip.
Are we there yet?
Welcome back to our next episode of Where's the Manual? Hashtag WTM. It's Jessy and
Nadiah.
taking you through now. Thank you very much for all your comments, your likes, and your views in our previous episodes. We're so excited to hear from you and to interact with you as well. Remember, this show is as much ours as it is yours.
So the long weekend is here. I know a lot of people are excited to be spending the Eid with family and loved ones, but of course, this also means traffic on the road, kids getting restless. You're wondering when you're going to arrive. The kids are asking you for the 27th time, Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
That we're in. So you're dealing with traffic, long hours. You don't know how long your journey might take, and also multiple stops, especially if you've got younger children. And
I'm not looking forward to it because I'm literally going on a road trip right after we're done here. So
that's right. So we'll make this quick and snappy, and we want to take you along our parenting journey as well. Now, we've got a few road trip hacks that we want to share from our experiences. We'd love to hear what some of your hacks are as well. Now, Nadiah, I've got a couple in my little bag of tricks, and so do you.
Yes, I do.
But I just want to say a disclaimer. You can plan as much as you want, but it may not work because, they say, right, you plan and God laughs.
And that's part of the reason why we want to know what has worked for you, because what might work for us might be a different twist for you that we might be able to learn from too. So if you've got any ideas on what would be a quick tip and a fancy hack that we might be able to also try and test out, please include in the comments below and we'll be able to talk about it with all of you there.
That's right. So the game plan, basically, you're out in the wild, away from all your comfort zones, from running away into a room in the house, or getting the kids to play with their toys. You've got limited toys on your journey as well. So firstly, what I like to do is I don't like the kids to eat in my car, not because of disrupting their meal times, but I just don't like the car getting messy and dirty and then having little insects and things you find no. So generally, as a rule, there's no eating in the car. But
how has that worked on you for road trips?
I just want to say, but for road trips, that is your golden rule. You need to have some kind of snacks, even if it's a lollipop. I don't know about some parents with a sugar rush issue, but whatever it is, you need some snack hacks.
And I think for me, if you've got something for them to chew on, it also helps with queasiness because sometimes people do get car sick, especially if you're stuck in a jam and you're just going back and forth.
And another rule of thumb actually that I read a few days ago was that children are not meant to be in the car seat for a long period of time. So no more than 2 hours
at a time.
At any time. So if you're on a longer journey than that, do take those stops as well so that they can also feel relaxed. A lot of times we misunderstand the signals and we think they're being difficult and they're being cranky.
It could be backache,
throwing a tantrum.
Right?
Exactly.
So for me, what has worked is number one, have that social contract. I know it sounds a bit serious, but it really does help. The day before, perhaps I prep my kids to say we're going to go on a road trip, how long roughly it's going to take. We're going to grandma's house. This round it's going to take a longer time than usual because there's a lot of cars on the road. So helping them to manage their expectations, because 5 minutes can feel like a really long time for children. That allows us to kind of do other things, like for example, hack to play games.
That's right. I love, the only game I ever really play in the car is I Spy with My Little Eye. I it's been a childhood favorite of mine as well. So we have that. I have another hack though, and mine is basically load onto your CD or your USB, or if you're going to put it live on your Bluetooth in the car as well. Nursery Rhymes, but not video, just audio. And so then that way you can have
like
a big sing along.
karaoke.
Yeah.
So 12 hours of singing. Well, actually, kids love
gets
that.
Really annoying for the parents after some time. I mean, moms and dads out there, this parenting, thing is difficult. And at the end of the day, I just want to say, I think many of us are just winging it. We don't know what we're doing, whether it's right or wrong. We know that we love our children at the end of the day. So for those parents winging it, you're my tribe.
You're in good company.
Hashtag no shame at all. It's okay. It's fine as we, find our way around it.
So some of the games that we like to play, of course, one was read the signages. That also helps with early readers. So especially the fact that I've got like a young preschooler who's trying to get a grips between Bahasa and English, and you know how
Right.
you pronounce it differently. So that's quite fun, reading the road signs. And then of course we've got read the car plate numbers, spot the animals. There's so many different things. Of course, what I have found to be one of the best and most peaceful drives are when you go when they're all asleep.
That's right, which brings us to the next point. Plan your traveling schedule around their nap times or their sleep times.
Yes.
Although they, yes, might be quite excited that we're going on a road trip, we're going to, grandma or grandpa's house or whatever it may be, if you can sort of schedule that around that, at least you have that 1 hour of silence and peace in the car because, my daughter started this, are we there yet? And she just goes on and on and on and on and on. And she knows it's funny. She knows it's a joke after some time. But then you just want that 1 hour at least. Sometimes even just 1 minute of just silence.
Oh, that's another game that we play. How long can you stay silent?
Right. Does it work?
It does. It does.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so usually what we do is, okay, let's try and see how long we can stay silent. The first person who laughs or the first person who says something is the one who breaks character loses. So that usually gives you for about maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a big respite.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah. We won't negotiate for more than that. All right, so here's the thing about toys or gadgets in the car. If you have two or more children, then they'll want to probably not share and fight for the same toy,
Yes.
which won't happen in the house, but obviously when you're in the car, in a confined space, they'll want the same thing.
Or even fight for the music.
Absolutely, who plays what music, who gets to watch what. So what I tend to do is there are set toys. This is your toy and this is your toy. But then there's also a secret toy box in the front with me. And so anytime there's a fight, and I whip out, okay, well, who wants this toy and who wants that toy? And if you want this, then you've got to, be quiet or stop crying or something or the other. But then again, my kids are still really quite young.
So for me, what has worked with the boys especially is having busy bags. So in a little Ziploc bag where I can see what's inside, it'll be a mixture of maybe coloring kits or pacifier toys or things that they would like to fidget with and would be able to keep them occupied for at least a good 45 minutes or so. It has worked, but the trick is you must make sure that busy bag is continuously replenished. So you can't use the same toys inside that bag for like a whole year because the toys will get kind of old and you have to try other things.
Another two things I have is one, wet wipes, wet wipes.
Yes.
You need that, even for the slightest of things. And also the other thing is to have, if you have a external charger or a battery pack, you want to take that along as well while you have your gadgets fully charged. Absolutely. Can you imagine?
Yes, that has happened to me many times.
And you know what my son does, especially when you're on the highway and it's buffering and it doesn't, it's not quick or not on time, he goes ballistic. So if you can download anything ahead of time, do that too.
So please let us know what has worked for you. Jessy and I would love to hear some of your feedback and ideas because there's so many different things that we can do, so many different ways of slicing the cake. There's no one. I don't think there's one silver bullet to what works for your children because some would just love books and they can sit there for 2 hours and just read. Right. Amazing.
Ultimately, what you need to do is enjoy the journey. As hard as it may sound, it's a long weekend. It's been a trying few months for parents in the country and of course around the world as well. So enjoy the journey. We're in the car. We tried very hard to get this background. So thanks for joining us this week. Leave your comments, share this video, and we'd love to hear from you. You can always reach us on our personal Facebook and Instagram pages as well. And we'll keep this going. Let us know what we should talk about in the weeks to come as well.
And if you have a specific topic that we would like to discuss, or perhaps even if you would like to be a guest on our program, right?
Let us know. Back seat over here.
Yeah, that's right. We can have our little couple karaoke as we discussed. But for those of you who are traveling, please stay safe. Make sure you take all the stops you need, especially if you're tired. Micro sleep is a killer. We want you to be safe. So have fun making memories with your kids in the car.
That's
Bye.
Right. Have fun, Nadiah. Have fun with the family and good luck on your road trip.
Thank you.
Bye.